Hello, this is Janani Yu from St. Joseph's College of Engineering. I'm going to produce a demo video on the project University Admit Eligibility Predictor for Nalaiya Thiran. And our team ID is PNT2022 TMID00432. And our project is based on applied data science, which comes under the domain machine learning. And our team members are my team lead Thiran-University and myself Janani Yu, our teacher in SD and Himagi N. Okay, let's get into the art topic. So what's university admit eligibility predictor about? Many students uh, were mostly worried about getting into their dream university, or they wanted to know where they stand in order to get admission for the university. So this university admit eligibility predictor gives a clear idea about whether you will get into an admission to the university in order to pursue a postgraduate. So in order to predict the admission results, we get some of the input from the users. And here is the data set. We get the GRE, TOEFL scores and university rating and SOP and LOR scores along with the CGPA they have got in the UG along with their research, whether they have given a research with their mentors or not. Okay. So I've done a model in Google Colab. So this initially I'm importing the libraries required for that, such as NumPy, Pandas and everything. And I'm downloading the data set from my drive. And also I'm performing visualizations such as univariate, bivariate and multivariate. Here are the visualizations. Here in univariate I've done visualizing from a single data from the data set, whereas in multivariate I'm comparing two data columns where I've done bar plot, regression plot and point plot, line plot, etc. Whereas in multivariate we will keep two or more data columns. So we have taken all the data columns required for the um, admission prediction. Here I've done pair plot and his plot. Now I've also generated a heat map from the data columns that is available in the data set. And there is also a criteria to be checked in model prediction is start checking for the missing values. That is, if there is any missing values, we need to handle that. Since this data set has no missing values, we are proceeding to the next step where we perform descriptive analysis such as taking the shape and mean, median, etc. Now we are shaping the data set we have got. Since the serial number is supposed to be an unnecessary data column, we are dropping that. And our admission prediction needs the prediction column as a chance of admit. So we are also dropping and taking it under the y-test data. Now I'm splitting the data sets into training and testing data sets. And here I'm using a random forest regression method. So I'm training my model under such regression model. And once I've trained and modeled my machine learning using the data set, I'm predicting and my model score is 0.7 approximately. And I'm doing some evaluation metrics in order to identify the performance of the model generated. And I've performed this metrics such as mean absolute error, MSE, RMSE, ROC score, recall score, etc. And here are the outputs. And I also plotted the prediction in the form of a map, and I've downloaded my model. So let's move on to the second part where I've deployed my model in IBM. So here again I'm loading the data set and I'm just taking the shape values of my data sets. Next, here is the main part where I'm importing the IBM Watson machine learning package. So once it installed successfully, I'm just giving my URL since my location is Dallas, which comes under US South. I've given my URL along with the API key of my IBM account. And here I've given my space. I've created a space in my IBM and I've mentioned that space name in my in this code, in this Google Colab code, and I'm connecting my IBM account with this. So in order to add my model to the IBM cloud. So once it shows the success message, it represents that your IBM account has been linked successfully. So once it links, just giving a deployment name, and once I've given that, and here I'm using the code in order to link my, here it gives the model details like what on all is there inside the model, about the TOEFL, GRE, SOPL, OA scores, etc. And once I'm deploying into the IBM cloud is successful, it shows such kind of messages. So successfully finished the deployment creation, and it gives the deployment UID. So this is how I've deployed my model into the IBM. Let's shift into the IBM. So here is how my IBM cloud looks like. We have I've given my data set and model along with the experiment I've done. So let's see the experiment. So according to the IBM's training and testing, I've got this rich model as this, and I've saved it and I've tested it successfully. Let's check that. So once I've saved it, I'm just clicking view in project, and this is how it shows like what and all an input, and its the corresponding data type is shown. And that's how I go into a space and I deploy it. So I've also deployed my app, this university admission predictor in Node-RED. So this is the app URL and the source link. And when I click this, it redirects to me to this Node-RED page, and I'm going to the Node-RED flow editor. It takes some time. So I've created a flow model for my university admission predictor. Inside the form element, I've given all the label elements like form elements such as GRE, TOEFL, CGPA, research, university, SOPL, OR details. That the input details have been specified here. And I've also given my API key in this function node. I've given my API key so that it links to my IBM account. And in this HTTP request function, I've given my link for the model that I've created in the IBM. So once I've deployed, and if I run this, it redirects me to this dashboard, which gives you the prediction. And I've also created this model that's being downloaded here. I've added to my integrated with a Flask. So this is the code for that. I've made a UI HTML code. So this is the index code where I've gave my style item styling using CSS in the style tag. And is the if the student's score details are eligible for admission, it goes to this eligible.html page, whereas if he is not eligible, then it redirects to this page, and here are the source codes. And this app.py is where we have integrated this Flask. So, and I've imported my model which has been downloaded from the notebook. So when I run, now I'm running this. It takes few time. Yeah, now it gives a link to which runs in a local host. So I'm clicking this. Now it goes to my UI page where we get the details in the form way of a form like GRE, TOEFL, university rating, SOPL, LUA, CGPA, research, as mentioned in my in the data set. So I'm giving my details, and the range is also specified in the placeholder so that there won't be any breaches. So I've given my input and I give submit. It says yes, you have a 58% chance to get the admission, and that matches with my data set too. And this is my project on university admission eligibility predictor. Thank you.